Hello everyone. Welcome to our live. This is Kevin from Henan Glory Company. Today, I will mainly introduce to you two methods of producing edible oil, processing maize and solvent extraction method. But firstly, I will introduce my company to you. So this is the picture of our company. Our company is a technology-based manufacturing company belong of the Doing Holdings. You can see the logo Doing Holdings, which integrates research and development, manufacturing, sales, installation, and maintenance. Our products are designed for the pre-treatment, processing, refining, leaching, and debugging of the almost all kind of the oil seeds, such as peanuts, soybeans, and the sunflower seeds, as well as the processing, refining, and fractionation of the palm fruit oil and the palm kernel oil. Our current office is located in the Zhengzhou city, Henan province, and we also have the manufacturing workshops in Jiaozhou city, all of the which current covered an area of the nearly 15,000 square meters. As a technology-based manufacturing enterprise, we not only have the modern workshop, but also an independent technical research and development team, which has obtained more than 13 patents and won the honor of the being high technical enterprise in Henan province last year. Therefore, we can not only provide professional equipment, we are more able to provide customized products and service according to the different needs and the situations of our customers to ensure that our products meet the need of the market development. At present, our products are distributed to many countries and regions such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Nigeria, Ghana, and other countries. And we have also established the office and overseas warehouse in Lagos, Nigeria. So I will show you the picture. This is our service, our factory, and the customer one service. You can see this picture. This is the project we in Egypt, Pakistan, and Armenia, China, Nigeria, and Uzbekistan, and Indonesia, as I said, Zimbabwe, Congo, Thailand, and we have 110 refinery mill plants in Kenya. So the next, I will show the video of our office in Zhengzhou. sorry, it's not invoice. I will ask you again. So next is our factory in Jiaozhou City.
啊，对，就得有生产机，那个厂都得给我们这个。
真的拍那个拍了
啊，对，就得有生产机，那个厂都得给我们这个。
And you can see it inside of our factory. There are a lot of machines of the palm oil. So if you have time, you are welcome to visit our office and our factory. So the next, I will introduce the processing method. So our company can deal with many of the oilseeds, such as rapeseed oil, soybean oil, and peanuts oil, and sunflower seed oil, rice bran oil, and cottonseed oil, and corn kernel oil, and castor bean oil. So maybe you will ask what's the pricing method? The oil, the pressing oil is extracted from the oil seed by the physical means using mathematical pressure. The traditional cold pressing or the modern hot pressing press, which used does not involve chemical solvent, is close to the natural state and is able to preserve the flora and the color of the oil itself. So today, many introduced is the sunflower seed processing equipment. So what is the complicated sunflower seed oil extraction process and the equipment need. So I will show the video to you step by step to explain to you the equipment. Now you can see it is 115 ton per day sunflower seed oil processing technology of the video. In this video you can see the factory. This is the sunflower seeds with the shell. So the first is to clean up the seeds. Generally, we will use the different equipment to clean up different impurities. So firstly, this is the vibrating screen. It's to use to clean up the later impurities, such as the root. And next, this is magnetic separate. It's used to clean up the metal impurities in the raw material to prevent the damage to the equipment in the subsequent production process, such as nails and screw in the raw materials. It is very important to clean up the impurities. So the next step is the destoner. It's used to clean up the heavy impurities in the raw materials, such as the stone and the soils. After the 3 steps, the pre-treatment of the cleaning, we will then have the clean seeds. So after pre-treatment of the cleaning the oil seeds, now the sunflower seeds will be processed by the cracker in small pieces, which is to increase the oil yield and at the same time reduce the production pressure of the subsequent equipment. At this point, we will get a mixture of the shells and kernels, and we will need kernel shell separation system to extract the kernel from the mixture. So this is the kernel husk separator system. So the next step is to roll the raw materials, which is processed into a small space to improve the oil yield. The next step is flakers. So after the sunflower seeds are flaked, they are transported by the screw into the cooker. So the next step is the cook the seeds, which means to bring the temperature and the humidity of the seeds to optimum before processing to increase the oil yield. So it is a very important step before the press. So now we can see our company used the vertical steam cooker. They have the 5 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which has for better result to cook in the oil seeds. It will take half an hour to cook. So after the cooker, the oil seed will be transported by the screw. This is the auxiliary cooker. According to the customer demand, we also configure an auxiliary cooker above the oil press to ensure that the best conditions are maintained before the seeds enter the press. So you can see this is the screw oil expresser. It is a very important equipment for the whole processing method production. Each of our module of the oil press will be tested several times before leaving the factory. We can ensure easily operation and a high oil yield, low failure rate, and many other advantages. Now in this video we can see there are 3 screw oil X pairs. According to your capacity you want to price per day, we will adjustment the moment of the expire. The details you can talk with our sales manager if you need. So the next step is the filter. We can see the clarification oil tank will filter out a part of the impurities. The oil residue scrape will collect the oil residue to the oil price for secondary price processing. The crude oil will be pumped by the oil pump to the filter in the lift filter, which is a special equipment for the filtering liquids and solids. After use the leaf filter, the clean crude oil can be then temporarily stored in the crude oil tank, and the basic price of the sunflower seeds is now complete. So this is the whole production meal plant. Now I will let you see the video again and no time stop. thank you so much for your watching. So the next I will introduce the solvent extraction method. So the first I will introduce what is the solvent extraction method. The solvent extraction method is the application of the chemical extraction principle. The use of the solvent and the oil of the mature solidity through a longer purity of the solvent and makes the oil separating and infiltration of the oil in the oil extractor to the solvent, and then the use of the solvent and the oil boiling point difference, the use of the vacuum distillation to the separator of the solvent and oil, which the solvent contains the recycle and the containing solvent meal after pre-evaporation offer and evaporation during and cooling and other steps. The solvent and the white meal completely separated. The solvent recovery and the recycling the meal in crushing and the packaging plant. So the character of the solvent extraction is the residual the oil rate of the solvent extraction method production is less than 1%, which can guarantee the oil yield of the customer to the greatest extent. Usually, for the low oil content oilseed, for example, soybeans, when the processing capacity is more than 20 tons and the rice brown, you can consider the solvent extractor method production line, and we recommend the use the pre-treatment and the solvent extraction method. And for the oil seeds with a high oil content, such as sunflower, peanuts, when the processing capacity is more than 15 tons per day, we can consider adopting the way of the pre-processing plus solvent extraction method in order to extract the oil from the oilseeds to the max extent. Now we can see the picture. The solvent extraction method processing contains the 4 stage. Solvent extraction makes the oil we also call the micellar, and the steam DTDC system, and evaporating stripper system. Now I will introduce the equipment of the solvent extraction method needs with the rice brown. as the processing method of the sunflower seeds, I also introduce to you one step by step. So firstly, please look at this video with me. And now we can see this is the very important equipment for the whole solvent extraction method. It's a loop extractor. Now we can see this is the oil seed pressed cake. It's transported by the scraper. And this is a radar control level to control the amount of the pressing cake. Now we can see the oil seeds press cake is transported full of this equipment. Now we can see this is a white meal from the leachers used to contain 20% to 14% solvent in order to avoid solvent waste. So it is necessary to recover the solvent in the meal through the desolventization and drying, and at the same time reduce the moisture content of the meal. We use the steam to distort the roast meal in the 3-step pre-dissolvent, direct steam dissolution, and dryer and dewatering. So the wheat meal from the leachers is converted to the evaporator through a scraper conveyor and an airtight scraper conveyor, all of which are airtight in order to prevent the solvent evaporation. So this is the equipment is the DTDC system. So we can see there are several layers. We first in the pre-stripping layers for the wheat meal, preheating proper remove of the solvent in the meal and reduce the moisture in the meal, and in the dissolvent layers through the bottom of the layers of the direct steam through the meal of the mixture grows on the heating of the wet meal. So after the 3 steps, the moisture in the meal down to less than 13%, and in the cold air layer through the blowing the room temperature air will be the meal temperature down to about 40 degrees. So by the meal out of the scraper conveyor to the storage plant, we now see is transported to the storage plant. And this section is the solvent extraction system. So after pre-treatment, the meal is transported to the reading solvent extraction through the conveyor, and the heated solvent is pumped out from underground solvent warehouse through the pipeline, and the mixed with the meal in the low level of the solvent extraction through the bottom shower height, so that the oil and growth in the meal can be extracted out. Now we can see the yellow liquid is the solvent. So now we can see the mixed oil is extracted to the upper three pairs of the solvent extraction through the mixed oil pump, and continue to be fully spirited and infiltrated with the meal through the spirit head. The whole processing is cycling. On the other hand, to ensure the solvent is fully utilized to improve the solvent utilization. On the other hand, through the repeat sparing and petition of the mixed oil and meal, to ensure that the oil in the meal is fully extracted out. So in order to ensure the leaching effect, usually we use the solvent heater to heat the solvent to 15.5 degrees to 16 degrees before the put in this equipment, and the amount of the solvent extraction is about from 1.8 to 1 times the weight of the meal, and after about 2 hours of the fully mixture and inflection, after the leaching of the mixed oil will continue a certain amount of the meal through the mixture of the oils. Circling pump will be pumped to the mixed oil in separate will be from the bag. So the next step is mixed oil evaporation and the strapping section. In order to remove the solvent impurities and separate the solvent from the mixed oil, often after leaching, we make the use of the different boiling points of the solvent and the oil to recover the solvent in the mixed oil by the evaporation and stripping. In order to better separate the solvent from the oil mixture, we generally set a different temperature in the evaporation and the stripping process. So firstly, we can say there is a heating and evaporation section, which made use of different boiling points of the solvent and the feed, so that most of the solvents in the mixed oil are vaporized and separated from the feed. The use of the mixed oil extraction pump will be mix the oil from the temporary storage tank pumped to the evaporator. The use of the indirect steam will be mix the oil heat about 17 degrees, because just over the boiling point of the solvent 69 point. Part of the solvent boiling evaporation into the gas through the gas liquid separator will be separated from the mixed oil and solvent. Now we can see this is the two steam gas liquid separator. Separation of the solvent gas and the mixed oil. Solvent into the steam extraction stage. And we use the volume of the solvent and the solid are different. In the stage of the stripping, we use the direct steam on the stripping tower. In the mixing oil level heating, the temperature of the 100 to 120. The principle is direct contact between the direct steam and the mixed oil. The solvent in the mixed oil with the rest of the steam is more likely to be taken away by the direct steam to achieve the purpose of the complete removal of the solvent in the mixed oil. So the oil, after separating out of the solvent enters the temperate storage tank through the evaporator extract pump. In order to reduce the energy consumption, the mixed oil evaporation and stripping section is carried out in a negative pressure vacuum environment, which can reduce the boiling point of the mixed oil. The operation process does not need to be heated to the high temperatures, and the configuration of the mixed oil exchange also play an energy-saving role in the design to reduce the customer engineer consumption. So we must know, it should be noted that the fair hesitate category of the solvent extract production workshop is Class A, and it should be set up independently, and no combust solid enclosed with a high of the not less of 1.5 meter should be set up 12 meters away from the outer wall of the workshops, and it should be classified as a fair provision exclusion zone. The fair separation between the leaching workshops and others workshop is not less than 12 meters. So the advantage of the whole processing of the leaching oil production is basically automatic, low level intensity, greatly reduce the customer manpower cost, and the solvent can be recycled. The solvent loss rate of the entire leaching press is only about 3%, low loss, low processing cost, and residues the oil rate is less 1%. The oil yield is high, and from the long-term development point of the view, the return on the investment is high. So now I will show you the full video of the solvent extraction processing video to you. So maybe someone will ask me the question, which is the best for making producing edible oil, processing method or solvent extraction method? In fact, there is no way to directly compare because of the characters of the oil content, and customers actually production of the fat and the oil of the different factory. The choice of the processing technology and processing equipment. So the edible oil processing process and the solvent extract method has its own advantage, and only according to the processing of the raw materials and the damage for the corresponding and processing technology can be selected. Generally speaking, it is better to adopt the processing method to processing oil materials with a high oil content, such as rapeseed, sunseed, peanuts, sunflower seeds, because the processing method is based on the processing oil materials. Because according to the characters of the processing oilseeds, the processing method adopt extraction methods, which makes the oilseeds film and cell well repeat and extract the oil. The processing is completely physically without adopting any chemical substance, so that the processed oil retains its calorie and aroma and reduce the loss of the naturities and has a high nutrition value. As for the oilseeds with the low oil content, such as soybeans and rice bran, the oil cannot be well extracted by the processing method, while the edible oil solvent extraction method will make the oil in oilseeds fully extracted, because the solvent extraction price is mainly based on the percent of the chemical extraction, making use of the nature of the material solubility between the edible graded organic solvents and the oil and the fat, and displace the oil and the fat in the oilseeds at a high temperature, and the edible oil solvent extraction method is suited for the oilseeds with a low oil content. In addition, edible oil processing and solvent extraction method can be used into conjunction with each other, and the main function is to extend the residue oil in the cake meal obtained after press, so that the residue oil in the cake is reduced to less 1%, which not only improves the oil yield but also improves the quality of the cake meal, so as to make it used in feed industry for the better feeding. So thanks so much for everyone to watching this video. If you need any equipment, please contact our company, and we have warmly up to visit our company and factory. Thanks so much.